Welcome to EIP Editing Office Hour 2. We are joined by Sam Wilson, who is an EIP editor for Ethereum. And we have a list of some open poll requests to go through. So over to you, Sam.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
Good.
So today, I guess we've got a couple EIPs to go through. Which one that the authors here that we want to start with, or do we want to just go in order from the agenda?
We can go by the order of agenda. The one that authors shared is on review, so probably we can take the final one and then get into review.
Perfect. So 4399 going to final. Why didn't this merge? Circular dependent. This is an easy one.
I think this is the proposals from March 4399, 3675 both.
Yeah, it's just because like there's a loop of dependencies, so it's a bug in EIP. Well, it's not really a bug, it's just underspecified. So yeah, I think this is probably fine. Unless there was something wrong with it. This was 5 days ago, and now I think this is manual merge queue is removed from the manual merge queue. Then we got an author approval. Sorry, I just want to make like double. Yeah, okay, we have author approval, so should be good to go. All right, moving on. Okay, so this I should be able to do with just an ETH bot. We don't use that too often. It's kind of a new feature. We'll see if it works.
Right. Yeah, with new bots, we can expect some more hiccups. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Is it not rerun? I thought it was rerun. Let's go find out. GitHub workflows, CI rerun trigger, that ETHbot rerun. So that is the right one. So why didn't you rerun? Okay, we'll just do one of these and one of those, and that will definitely rerun it. There we go. Oh, that won't work because it hasn't been rebased. That makes sense. So we'll do that. All right. All right, well, while that's going, we can go to the next one here, 2135.
Oh, wait, Sam, if I can ask you to take a pause here. We are joined by an author, Felix. The author has some question related to proposal. Felix, if you would like to share the number.
Sure, it's a 5496.
This one right here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So can you please repeat the question? If it is just about showing the status, then I think it is showing. Is there any other question?
Yeah, the question is like it's the pull request for move to review. It's closed, and right now it's merged. Is the status? It's like right now it's in the review state, right? Am I understanding this right?
Yeah, it's so 5496 is in the review status. Yeah.
Okay. Then what should we do? Like so basically we
Like as an author or
yeah as an author.
so the review stage is kind of a signal to people saying like we're ready for people to start commenting on this and investigating it.
Okay.
So it's up to you to decide when you're done with the review stage. You could end it today if you want, but generally speaking, you should try to reach out to people in the ecosystem that have opinions or might be affected by it. So like, I'm not sure. Like I haven't reviewed this one, but it sounds like you'd probably want to reach out to maybe like smart contract wallet people, maybe a couple DAOs, see if you can get some of their developers to comment on your discussion thread. And then when
Okay.
you're and then when you're happy and you feel like you've gotten enough review, you can open a PR to move it to last call.
Oh, okay. Thank you then.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you. I think we have another proposal, but that is of draft, so we can probably cover up the review proposals first and then move into
Sure.
draft one. Thank you.
This one's still going. Okay. So 2135. Let's see what's going on here. So needs a review, doesn't have any review. Okay, so this is a new one. Let's see what's going on here. NFT consumables.
Just FYI, author is also available in the call, so if you have any question, we have him here.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, I'm here. If you have any feedback, let me know.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to read through it. I don't think I've seen this one in a while, so let's make this a little wider so the text wraps better. There we go. Okay. Okay. This makes sense. So I might suggest for the title, instead of like NFT consumables, maybe one-time use NFTs or something along those lines, just to give it a little bit more context. Do you want me to put the comments on the PR as well, or?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
good.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
can you put it in the PR?
Yep.
From the community. Yeah, the behavior has been defined, I think. But title, yeah, I agree with you that is haven't been able to find the best title.
Yeah. Naming, like the hardest part of an EIP isn't actually writing the EIP, it's coming up with a good title and description. Title a bit.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, the goal is to kind of allow it to be consumed, and it should also imply some, well, not necessarily one-time use. I'm not sure, because yeah, the real world use case I have in mind is the ticket. Like you go to a concert, you have a ticket, someone check it in, you should not be able to use it again. But then it also
You cut out there partway through.
consume it.
Yeah, one-time use, maybe limited use. I'll just throw a few in here. We can We don't need to figure it out what it is now. See the description, an interface extending EIP 721 and for consumability. So let's do this and then okay, an interface extend adding consumable power. So I guess the idea is that consuming doesn't actually use up the NFT. It just is like a bit of metadata on the NFT.
It should tear apart the NFT or like just a ticket. It should.
But it does actually destroy it.
Let it cease to. It should, yeah.
Okay.
It does. In the second mandate that you should. It made the transfer event as if the token is being transferred from the current holder to 00 address.
So it is at like single use then. Yeah, okay. Time. So an interface extending adding
but yeah, as you can see, another ERC being moved to review today, that there's minting and burning. I want to differentiate consume and burning by the fact that the consume has the event immediate for on consumption.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, maybe it's not the same as
use, one-time use.
I mean, something like that. I don't know. You don't have to take those suggestions like
consume itself is big, but
it's just we don't want to say consume too many times, and I don't know. And consume is a bit vague on what it does, but I know you can implement a lot of things with it. So yeah, the interface K being digital power. We consume the moment the technology uses the ticket to get access to a concert. That's good. Good.
Well, maybe I can take this to the Ethereum musicians to ask for a broader audience for the naming.
I mean, that's a good place
to. I love the feedback you gave.
Okay, good. You have an interface ID. So does this require 165? It does. Consume is consumed by. Good. Matches up. Comply a contract. Okay. So do you have to implement 721 and 1155 one of 721 or 1155, or is it optional?
That's a very good feedback. Let me think. The thing that I can think of triggers this question is whether ERC20 and ERC777 other type of token can be consumed in a single occurrence. Would it be okay for it to be vague?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Just to let this ERC interact with the ecosystem and see what people would try to do. I don't want to say it's optional or required, if that is okay. And then
that's totally fine.
Vague. Or I can put it in a rationale to say this is intentional. We don't require it, nor do we say it's optional. But like we have designed it to work with 721. If you come up with some innovative way to use it in the future, let us know. We welcome that.
Yep, that's fine.
Answer.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback. This is very, very valuable.
Consume function, performs a consume standard. Yeah, okay. Consume. Okay. Consumed. Okay. Do, do, do. 721 metadata. So this should be something like 721. Here. Something like that. It could be better. Okay, so is consumable by is like a way to like give the consume permission to someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Or
useful.
That's just for checking. Just note that there's a view annotation keyword to the function. Yeah, it was intentionally just for checking.
Yeah. So my concern with that is that if like let's say we were using this for like event tickets or something like that, right? So you'd be in your wallet and you have like a ticket to a concert and you want to like let somebody else go to the concert on your behalf. You'd probably want a standard way to assign that right to somebody else. And that's a little bit different than like ownership rights, which are like not shared between different tokens. Like the owner of a token is like a non-standard thing, but in this case, I think it would be important to be able to standardize, like delegating this to somebody else. I don't know. Might be worth looking at creating a function for that, but that's up to you.
This is achieved by putting in the first parameter being consumer, which means that the
Okay. So
owner.
so owner still has to make the transaction, but interesting.
So I am anticipating that the person who, in a lot of case for ticketing, the person who actually conduct that transaction to consume would be the person at the gate, the organizer at the gate, because they cut off the ticket. But they will need to set the consumer to the person, and therefore it's typically whoever's sign that transaction being someone else and authorized access control role, and then the consume the consumer being the person who currently owns the ticket. So that's the use case that I think in mind. Yeah.
That
And
makes sense.
yes, you can transfer it to someone else and let it authorize it. And I think it's good that you mentioned that. I think we can say, hey, delegate this to the other person, but without changing the ownership. So that person can be put in the consumer. But I don't know if, yeah, that's a good question. Let me think about it.
I'll put a comment on your discussion thread.
Yeah, good idea.
So
yep.
Do this.
Maybe I should just call it a ticket.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just to have a very specific but useful use case. it's a shame that we haven't used our own NFT tow ticket for the DEF CON and all the Ethereum events.
Oh, I know. I know.
Hopefully, like next year, like ETH Denver, we probably can have it.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That would be cool. Yeah. When is that?
Next February.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Please. I love to be connected to that and see if we can make NFT a ticket.
Yeah,
That's the real use
that's
case.
cool. That's definitely cool.
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. Thank you.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. I think I can close all those. 5679. Or is this the same one? Probably the same one. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Some implementations, transfer. Yeah, so I guess the only thing that I need to say on this one is should be complete before moving to review. Please flash out the
I see. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So it's just before we move to review, everything should be done. At least mostly done.
Yeah,
Okay.
Simon, I do have a question regarding 5496. There's a new like pull request like created by Pooja. I think the fix all the typos. Like
Yeah, I can see that it's by another editor, Panda P.
yeah,
So it's just one small spell, I think, typo.
yeah.
5496?
5667.
Oh,
567. Yeah.
all right. What's wrong with this one?
It's just regarding 54.
Oh, yeah, it just needs an author approval, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, are you a final EIP or are you a... You're
It's
draft?
already,
Okay.
yeah, it's in the review right now. It's already in review.
Oh, okay. So it just needs a rebase. Yeah, so this just needs author approval, that's all. And then it should go through. Yeah, we try not to edit EIPs without the authors like consenting. So feel free to ping them if they don't reply.
Okay.
There we go. So 4910 from draft to review. Extension, pay hierarchical. Oh God. I hate on-chain royalties. I hate them. Oh no, it's this one. All right. Okay. Pretty sure this EIP is fully written. I've read it so many times. Is there any problems with the EIPW? No, we're good. Okay, so I don't have a problem moving this to review, just because the EIP is complete, but I'm going to have to read through it again before we let it go to last call. All right, so that's the end of that. And then, which was the one you said we were going to review and draft?
So that is already there in the number 5606. We can go sequentially, or yeah, preferred ones also. We have enough time. Either way, it will be fine.
Okay, let's do the ones with the authors here. I think they're more fun.
Yeah.
So
5606 it is.
all right.
Hey.
Hey,
Gaurav here.
how's it going?
Yeah, doing good.
Good to hear. So what is this EIP?
So yeah, it's about proxy NFTs. So we are working on metaverse interoperability. So for example, let's take an example. Okay, so you have a T-shirt, and right now, if you want to create a wearable NFT for that T-shirt, you have to go to each metaverse like Sandbox, Decentraland, CryptoVoxels, and create an NFT for that T-shirt. Different NFTs for that, But we are working on a proxy NFT, which is like a wrapper NFT, one level above these NFTs, which kind of owns these NFTs and represents this across multiple metaverses. So that's just one use case of this. Second use case could be, let's say you're playing a game and you have a whole set of an armor, with a helmet, your breastplate, your breeches, all these things. So proxy NFT could own all those individual armor NFTs, and you could have just one NFT at the top, which kind of represents all these things.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So that
So
way,
I will suggest a more descriptive name for the title.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry to cut you off there. You feel free to continue.
Yeah. So that second use case, like set of an outfit or armor, and yeah, third use case could be your in-game assets. So let's say you buy like a weapon in a game and you want to use that across multiple games. So this NFT could potentially help you do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds useful. So have you seen the standard metadata extension for NFTs that describes like where to get the assets for the different metaverse games?
No, I haven't. Let me check
Okay.
it out.
Yeah, see if you can find it. If you can't, I can look for it. But I do remember somebody else is working on something similar. So, well, not exactly similar, but in at least in the same area of crypto. Okay.
Oh yeah, that keeps popping up.
Yeah, there's a way to configure your Git globally to never add that file. I don't
Yes.
remember how. I just know it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a universal representation of digital assets across through wrapper NFT. So
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, discussions 2, perfect, draft, it has the date, we're good. Okay, the specification defines a minimal interface to create a proxy NFT standard for digital assets such as wearables and in-game items that in turn. Okay. So currently 7 numbers games. 21 cents. Yeah, okay, so this first paragraph is very much like that other EIP. See if I can find it here. 4955. I'll put a link to this on your discussion thread.
Okay.
All right. This ERC specification defines interface. So this looks like looks like it belongs.
Oh, okay.
Because it's describing what the EIP is doing as opposed to why the EIP exists. So yeah, so it should just go there. But otherwise, yeah, that's looking good. Yeah. Okay. Proxy NFT represents contract own one or more delegate NFT content. Okay. So my proxy NFT. So delegate data. So contract address, token ID. So this is the like the token contract and the okay. Oh, so you can actually bundle things from multiple different contracts together into one bundle.
Exactly. So yeah,
that's
that's the
nice.
point, right? Because right now, let's say the T-shirt will have 3 different NFTs on each of the metaverses, but in reality, the T-shirt is the only one thing, right?
Oh, I see. So you create multiple different NFTs, but they're all the same. Like, there's only ever one owner for all 3 of them, so you bundle them together into this.
Exactly.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Because imagine, right? So Tiffany's launched a pendant like last month, right? But now this pendant, if you want to have it on different metaverses, you'll have to have different NFTs for this pendant. But in reality, you're just buying one pendant, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So how do you deal with the ownership of? Oh, I guess this contract just owns all of the NFT. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So there are 2 steps. When you bundle it in this contract, you send the NFTs to this contract, and the proxy NFT owns the individual NFTs, delegate NFTs. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So.
Yeah. And when you unbundle that, you get like the individual NFTs in your wallet again.
Does it mean this proxy NFT contract has to implement the ERC 721 token receiver and 1155 token receiver, things like that?
Yeah, it could inherit from any of those. Yeah. So we have a reference implementation. We are just inheriting the Open Zeppelin contracts, the standard ERC 721.
Okay, so why does this take a delegate data here for the unbundle? Isn't that information already in the contract?
Yeah, but we actually looked at a few edge cases where there could be, you might get someone else's NFT in your wallet, especially if you're looking at 1155. That's why we have this.
Okay, yeah. So is that covered in your rationale down here? Okay, so yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, because I think that needs to be explained. So bundle makes sense. Yep. And then bundle.
So essentially, when you create a proxy NFT, you init a bundle. So essentially, you mint a proxy NFT, and at that time, you're defining which metaverses this NFT will hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Init bundle. Okay. So it's not, when you init the bundle, it's not just limiting which contracts. It actually limits exactly which. Okay. Never mind. I see.
Metaverses, yeah. Which platforms? Yeah.
So when you actually do the bundle, you're passing in the same delegate data again here, but you can't change any of that information.
Yes, exactly. So you init a bundle, you can't change the bundle at all. So after that, so let's say you create a bundle with 3 metaverse NFTs, right?
Yep.
Now, when you're bundling, you can send 2 of those, or you can send only 1 of those, right? So a
Yep.
bundle cannot have more than 3 after that. That's the idea.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yes. If you set like a quantity of 10, let's say, and you're using an ERC 1155, you could only transfer 4 and it would be fine, but you could never transfer more than 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Digital assets, blah, 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 blah. Just need to represent the, okay. So all of this is more motivation than rationale. So all this is more than the rationale section should.
Okay. So you mean so why we're adding this data in unbundle function?
Exactly. Yeah. So the rationale section should be the reasoning behind individual technical choices. In this EIP, well, sorry, I'm typing this out more for anybody who comes across its benefit, not necessarily ours. Patient explains why.
Delegate data.
Yeah, okay. Also be able to use the original standards, reference implementation, perfect. I think I understand now, because you have to do the approve first, so the delegate data describes how many to pull from this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Involves client contracts. Yep, perfect. Good. And then we have this, CC0. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. So I think this looks pretty decent. Just a few DS store files to get rid of, and then you're good to go. Yeah, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. It's always nice to talk to the authors. So
yeah, just a quick question there. Sorry.
Yep.
So once I make these changes, then it can move to the draft stage, right?
Yep, it should be able to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little slow at reviewing, so it'll probably be about a week before I get back to it. But
no worries.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we did that one. Were there any other authors here, or should I just start at the top?
No, I think that's it.
So we'll just start here. So what do we got going on? We've got a failing EW. Yeah, so I'm not even going to look at this one. It's a draft and has a lot of EIP errors, so they can fix this, and then we'll come back to it. Social media URI propagation event. What we got? Okay, so this is pretty new. Social media URI propagation event. Commit URI events for social media. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. All right. So it's a nice short EIP. Then we got social media. Yeah, we did that one. Memory copying instruction. Oh, they got a nice EIP number. 5656, 5655.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So 5655 was created 5 days ago at 8:32. 5 days ago at 9:10. That's really, really close to another EIP. I'm not opening that can of worms.
Yeah, another EVM dev here.
I swear these people like intentionally try to make EIP editors' jobs more difficult. Okay.
More fun.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Mhm.
Bye. Thank you.
Memory areas. And we did they precompile? Yeah, I think PandaPip's gone through and done a pretty good job on this. Yeah, I'll just leave this one for now. I think should be good. extendable pattern. So we have some comments already on here. That's never a good sign. All right, let's see. Okay, good. So quite a functionality from. Oh my god, this is just diamonds. It's initially empty and extended with, giving the contract its functions. All right. I can at least put here. If to the interface, you can put the interface name in backticks. 65. No, it's just ERC165. Okay, I'm not even going to look at this right now. I'm just going to take a look at their discussion thread. And we'll see if anybody's mentioned the similarity to diamonds. No. So. Oh, diamonds. Okay. Oh my god, they've. Why do people keep doing this? So, if you checked out the diamond. All right, and we'll just leave that until they reply because it's, I'm guessing, basically exactly the same thing.
I don't know, for some reason, I still am getting questions about the Starman proposal on the EIP video that we did. Either it is very popular or something that might needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I'm working with the author on it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's been quite attentive in following up on it. Okay, modular, certain primitives, extending, calling functions, storage address. Okay, specification. Okay, register interface. Yeah, this is going to take a longer read. I probably won't be doing this on the call. Okay, so that's extensible, so restrict Web3 provider object API injection. That's a name. What's going on here? Restrict Web3 provider object API wallet guidance for restricting Web3 provider object API. Oh, okay. So okay. All right. So um, Which oftentimes maintain security and safety. That is a poorly worded sentence. So, wallets maintain security and safety of users' funds. For this reason, it's a good idea to restrict access to the APIs that grant oh my god, okay. So it is a good idea to restrict access to the APIs that grant this access in certain contexts to align it more closely with the principles followed for web platform APIs. Go. It's such a sentence. Okay. For this reason, it is a good idea to restrict access to the APIs good idea to restrict access to the Ethereum APIs to align more closely with the principles followed for web platform APIs. Okay. Adding in restrictions to where extensions inject their APIs while reducing the surface area that malicious web pages use to fingerprint or falsely request access to the Web3 provider object APIs to harm users. Okay, so web provider objects not provided in all contexts. Should not be accessible in private windows. And that's more of a content question. So that's going to go over on their discussion thread. Open new consensus tab. Sorry, I'm mostly mumbling to myself during this. I don't know if it's useful for people to hear or not, but yeah. So.
No, that's all right. Just a reminder. Sorry, Felix, please go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear basically what Sam says.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Potentially. Is there a link? Yeah, it's not a link. I don't know what that is. Okay. 2, 3P iframes has been defined in iframe window, secure context, the iframe is just third party. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a fairly reasonable proposal. So,
Moreover, this is to merge as draft.
yeah, it just needs a few changes. It needs to pass EIP and yeah. All right, so I don't think I'll be able to get through another EIP before time. I mean, I can take a look, but we could also just wrap it up here.
Yes.
Great. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody, and
Thanks for making this happen, Sam. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.